button.
Back, get the fuck. Oh my God.
Is there somebody here? This is creepy. What the hell? Is anyone here?
Hey, you're not allowed to be here. Hey, you need to leave. You're not welcome here. What do you mean they stole your money?
I have no money.
What the hell?
Yeah, there's no one here anymore. They're either been found, or they turned back, or they're still in the forest.
Meet Nick and Ted, the dynamic duo behind the popular YouTube channel, The Hunting Public. Their videos capture the unvarnished reality of hunting across the country, often on rugged public lands. They showcase the challenges, strategies, and breathtaking moments the outdoors has to offer. However, one particular trip pushed their limits like never before, confronting them with a fear far greater than any wild animal. The day began like any other, an early start on the final day of their hunting expedition, determined to make every moment count.
Up and at 'em early. We got some moves to make. We got to get in there nice and quiet. We'll see you on the other side.
10-4, we're gonna do the same.
Yeah, we're out here.
Their plan was to venture nearly a mile and a half deep into the forest, aiming to establish a spot near fresh signs that hinted at potential success. The silence of the woods heightened their focus as they positioned themselves high in a tree stand, overlooking newly disturbed scrapes, ready and alert for whatever might come their way.
All right, so me and Dad are set up. We ended up getting almost a mile and a half back in here. We were walking this ridge top like we were talking about. It ended up being 3 super fresh scrapes. And they're just like completely balled down. No leaves sitting on them or nothing.
Everything appeared routine. Just another morning dedicated to the hunt. Then, without warning, the tranquility of the forest shattered. A sudden eerie chill swept over them, accompanied by unsettling noises that felt completely unnatural in the stillness.
I keep getting chills all down my back.
Yeah. Somebody is screaming at the absolute top of their lungs over there.
Very not good obscenities to someone else.
They were suddenly gripped by frantic, chilling screams, intertwined with hostile shouts and curses, reverberating ominously among the trees. The fear intensified when gunfire erupted, not the isolated shot typical of hunters, but a rapid series of discharges, some unmistakably from a handgun, dangerously close for comfort.
Make out a few things they were saying. It wasn't good.
Things we won't repeat on here, but it was like blood-curdling screaming. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that.
Amid the chaos came the roar of a vehicle, engine revving and tires skidding across gravel, signaling a frantic approach or escape nearby. The hunters struggled to comprehend the horrific sounds unfolding so close. It quickly became clear this was no ordinary hunt. It was a violent, possibly deadly confrontation taking place alarmingly near their position.
Still screaming.
Sounds like somebody crying.
Sound like something off a dang horror movie over there. Pretty scary. Hoping nobody's getting killed or hurt over there.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, when somebody says that they heard somebody screaming bloody murder, that's what that sounds like.
Shaken and profoundly uneasy, aware that their remote location offered no cell service to summon help, They realized remaining was too risky. Their focus shifted instantly from hunting to survival. Moving cautiously and silently, they gathered their equipment, driven by the urgent need to reach safety and relay the terrifying events they had just witnessed.
We're gonna get on down and get on out of here. Vehicle just pulled up right down that way somewhere. The closest road is how far? That way, 800 yards. Yeah, that ain't very far. Not at all. They decided to head for the hills. We're gonna be in the hills, so we're trying to get out of the hills. We're trying to get out. We got a ways to go, so that's what we're gonna do. It just made me uneasy.
As soon as they reached a zone with cell reception, they promptly alerted the authorities, recounting the chilling barrage of screams, shouting, and gunfire they had witnessed while giving the most accurate location information possible.
Yes, I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department.
Okay.
I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, but then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening.
Though follow-up investigations by authorities yielded no definitive evidence, the experience left a lasting impact on Nick and Ted. The eerie sounds from that morning remain an unsettling enigma, a haunting reminder echoing through the forest. What violent incident had they unknowingly stumbled upon? Who were the voices screaming, and what became of them? This encounter underscored the critical importance of situational awareness, having emergency contacts in remote areas, and always informing someone of your precise whereabouts. Often, the wild's greatest threats come not from nature, but from the unknown lurking within it. Meet Gabe and Riley, the fearless duo behind the YouTube channel Weekend Mish. Known for their daring adventures, wild camping escapades, and jaw-dropping landscapes, their mission is simple: inspire others to step outside and live boldly. Their videos usually radiate energy and excitement, lighthearted, unforgettable, and full of life. But as every seasoned adventurer knows, nature doesn't always follow the script. In this particular episode, the tone takes a sharp and serious turn. It's April 2nd, 2025. Gabe and Riley, along with Gabe's brother Finn and a friend, also named Finn, are deep into a 12 to 14-day trek across the breathtaking yet treacherous southern Alps of New Zealand. Spirits are soaring. The scenery is almost unreal. For 8 days, they've hiked through remote trails, encountered stunning wildlife, and camped in places that most can only dream of. Day 9 begins like the others. Clear skies, high hopes. But nature is a master of the unexpected. What starts as another perfect day in paradise is about to become one of their most perilous challenges yet.
I would rather than overshoot me upset, yes.
Just before we leave, the boys are having a wash, and the tarn next to camp conveniently is big enough to fully swim in.
We're about a 4.5 hour push to our next campsite, which isn't too bad, but we do have a bit of vert in there and a cool mountain pass.
We're about to get really high and probably do the most significant mountain pass of the trip, and then we're into some awesome bloody hunting country this evening. First though, we have to descend down here, which is very steep. You may not look it, that is a cliff.
There's a big cliff. Finn is now climbing down a vertical cliff.
I love it. You'll be right, mate. So what lays ahead is completely unknown to us. Unfortunately, we can only see maybe about 25 meters up, which is making this a lot more challenging. Hopefully with the right kit and the right attitude, we can get up the top.
And this is for our mums watching. Skip this part. You're not going to want to watch this part.
Sorry, Mum.
This is our route in between these two mega death walls.
So Finn, my brother's just climbed up there and given us a wee call that he reckons this route is a go.
Now, things were about to get real. The terrain turned unforgiving. Steep drops, crumbling rock, and narrow paths where a single misstep could mean disaster. Every move demanded focus. Every step deliberate. Yet, as you'll see, the group stayed composed, their energy high. This was, after all, why they came, to test their limits, to chase that rush found only in the unknown. Still, this was the moment everything shifted. And let's be honest, this wouldn't end up on Creepy Vids if everything had gone according to plan.
Oh, there was a sack. I saw one. Sack? Yep. Yeah, just nothing like it. We've kind of got through a couple of the steeper sections in the bottom. Now it's not bad through the middle here, and we suspect it gets much worse at the top. We still need to get way up in there. Do you want me to grab your pole?
It's a huge jug.
The old rock climbing skills coming back. Woo.
Nice.
As we descent is not technical, but high risk. You go down there. Bye-bye. If that doesn't get the tootsies tingling, I don't know what does.
We're just coming to the last bit of the climb now. It's looking pretty gnarly, but good. Get up here for once in a while because I do not want to be looking at this drop anymore.
Serious sense of accomplishment. Pretty cool knowing that potentially no one we know and no one we've heard of has done this pass, and to take it off on a hunt's pretty awesome. So that's the drop, and I did it on Mondays again. Oh yeah, baby. Woo.
Well, we're over the pass and all our clag is starting to clear up and we're getting to see some pretty epic views, you know. This stuff is just unreal country to be in. So happy to be here.
You're going to get cheese grated to end up in that lake. You can see Finn is here. Yup! Yup! You can see Finn is here. We're needing to get up here. Currently, we don't think we need to set up a lead climb. However, that may change. We've come from up there earlier. We're certainly not going that way. But we are going that way. Oh, that way. All right, guys, so what's happened here is a really, really valuable lesson for all.
It sucks. We've just gone to do this climb before dark. And I've just pulled a big rock in my leg and there's a very, I'm sorry, I'm in a lot of pain. There's a very big cut in my leg.
You'll be right, mate.
You can shot if you'd like.
So our lives are not in danger, but it's a bad wound, and that's just the reality of the situation. So yeah, I suppose we'll.
This fucking sucks.
Yeah, this sucks.
There's a photo of this wound we can show you later, but this is brutal. Oh my man.
What's the...
Good on you, mate. Right, so there's been a rock fall up here and Riley's gone down. And for those of you who ever might find yourself in this position, and those of you who definitely don't want to be in this position, we're going to do our best to document this entire process. So what we've done here is Finn's called emergency services. We've pulled our EPIRB and both inReaches, and we've also texted our close family. We're going to let them know that Riley's going to be okay in terms of his leg health and his physical health.
That's when everything changed. Riley suffered a serious injury, bad enough that walking was no longer an option. Deep in the rugged heart of New Zealand's southern Alps, the group knew they were out of time and options. They sent out an emergency call, dropping their coordinates and praying a rescue chopper could reach them. But with towering peaks all around, civilization miles away, and the light fading fast, all they could do was wait, and hope help would come in time.
Pretty urgent pickup because there is absolutely no way we're going to be able to walk out of here. Yeah, we've got Finn currently scoping out a campsite down there. We don't want to push up to this ridge. We know we can do it, but there's a few unknowns about it, so ideally we can camp down below us. It's 1 hour since the accident. We have successfully contacted all emergency services and family. How are you going, mate?
I'm going good. Pain was pretty high, but very bearable. Quite comfy here. Got my warm layers on. But yeah, hopefully the chopper can come tonight. Otherwise, it's going to be a sucky night sleeping in the tent tonight. But no, we're sweet, yes. All good.
So we've just had word that the helicopter may be inbound in 30 minutes, and otherwise it's going to be, we're all staying here tonight. Now with these rescue services, it's often the person who's gone down is going to go out, and the remaining parties need to continue on their original route out of there. So that is the most likely outcome of this. However, if it is easy for emergency services, we may end up getting out of here in a helicopter as well. Otherwise, we'll continue our walk out. But yeah, how are you going now?
Mate, I'm good. The boys have been helping me. I'm bloody stoked. I'm glad it didn't snap my leg. I felt my bone bend, which isn't a great thing to feel.
We've got a tourniquet. We've got a bit of a strip covering the wound there, and it's a beautiful location out here, actually, Raz.
It's a bloody stunning location, mate. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be here.
Good on you, big fella.
So the boys are doing loads from the site of the accident, which is up where that headlight is, and
staying here, communicating with Riley, seeing how he's going.
Going good.
Right now the request is for a puffer
to warm up these legs.
We can't point our headlights straight up at the helicopter, otherwise that'll kind of interfere with their business, so we're just waiting to be found now, and hopefully we get home safe.
Here it is.
Right. This is about an hour and a half after injury, and we've had an incredibly fast emergency response. Riley's doing okay, and he's going to get out of here tonight. The rest of us are going to have to stay in, and we're going to walk out of here, which is all good. It's time to get Raz out of here. The helicopter's just looking for a place to land at the moment. We're really hoping that the plateau we're on is flat enough to get Riley out of here. Holy shit, boys. And spicy. 3 remain. How spicy.
Oh. This was the kind of experience you only live once, and one the boys will never forget. Thankfully, Riley was airlifted to safety and received the medical care he urgently needed. The next day, after heavy hearts and long conversations, the rest of the team made the tough call to press on, continuing the expedition they'd all trained so hard for. That harrowing moment served as a stark reminder: in the wild, survival hinges on preparation, teamwork, and the right gear. Multiple emergency beacons, sharp judgment, like avoiding an unfamiliar ridge, and staying calm under pressure made all the difference. Riley was kept safe, well-fed, and in good spirits until help arrived. The wilderness doesn't always give warnings, but when it tests you, it tests everything, and this group rose to meet it. If you thought this part was intense, brace yourself, because things are about to get even darker. Dara, a well-known YouTuber famous for pushing the limits with extreme challenges, like spending the night on the world's deadliest island, now takes on what may be his most dangerous adventure yet: surviving 3 days on Snake Island. His content is sleek, high quality, and carefully planned to keep risks in check. But this time, he's headed deep into Borneo, Indonesia, an island infamous for its vast array of venomous snakes. With his cameraman and local snake expert Diaz by his side, Dara sets off on one of his boldest missions to date. Only this time, things don't go as planned, and his safety is pushed to the edge in ways he never expected.
So, you're probably wondering why we're trying to get to the center of this incredibly deadly island. Well,
these guys are why. This is called a blood python. People are killing and hunting these guys so much that they could become an endangered species.
Soon also they could be a sting.
Diaz, as a snake conservationist, takes his trek to the center of the island in order to release blood pythons into the perfect environment for their survival. And we're joining him.
This is probably going to be the craziest, most dangerous adventure you've ever seen on YouTube. So you guys ready? On 3, 2, 1. On 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, for the blood pythons!
Before reaching the island's center, they must pass several checkpoints to keep their journey on track. But even before setting off, they encounter their first snake, an ominous reminder of the dangers ahead.
Oh, Dara.
You found one already?
Yeah. Reticulated python.
These are the guys that can grow up to like 13 meters?
He wanted to show us just how deadly this snake was.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh God. Oh,
Dara, you move that way.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Look at that, guys. That is the face of just terrifying nightmares right there. You do not want to get bit by that. He's looking at the camera.
Woo! Diaz is going to try and catch it by the head so that it can't bite. And then I guess he's going to show me the power of these things. Yeah, okay, sick. Bro, okay, I'm kind of scared.
Hold the hat.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Just hold the hat.
Man, I'm not happy about this.
Yeah, nice man. Let him rap on you.
No, holy crap. Okay, there's a bit of power there, all right. This is insane.
They left the snake undisturbed and continued hiking until they reached a lake they had to cross to press onward.
So we have to cross this river?
Yeah.
We do?
We do.
On this island, the snakes even live and hide in the water.
Is this going to be dangerous?
Well, it's unpredictable, man.
That looks deep.
Yeah, that is deep.
I don't feel comfortable getting across this right now.
I've got the blood pythons.
You'd be gentle with that, lad.
In order to give the blood pythons the best chance of survival, we had to cross the river.
I'm in. Careful.
Watch out.
Hurry up, please.
Oh no. I'm stepping something. Watch out.
Is there something there?
Let me check.
Diaz, I'm like sinking right now.
Hold on.
No, I'm getting out.
Oh my God.
It's already wrapping around me. Let me go.
I'm trying. It's not around your leg.
Diaz, it's actually properly constricting you now. I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it.
You got it?
No, I don't have it. Matt, it's actually constricting it.
Okay, Matt, take it back. Yeah, just throw it.
Can you help me on the legs, Dara?
Tail, get the tail, the back end of the tail.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There we go. Oh, got it.
My heart is literally in my mouth. I didn't expect a snake that size. I think that is the biggest snake we've seen so far on this entire trip. They're going to release a snake further down the river, away from our trail, because we do not want that thing backing up on us.
Oh, I can see him. He's going the other way. Bro, terrifying. Let's get out of here, man. But we are very lucky.
It's really just hit home like how dangerous this entire thing actually is.
They eventually reached the boat and continued their journey across the water. But now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. After days of hiking and encountering numerous snakes, most harmless, the team's confidence grew. They were nearing the island's center, the most perilous stage of their mission, when they suddenly came face to face with something no one wants to encounter, especially miles from any health center or trace of civilization.
Diaz has literally just found a king cobra. Okay, dude, come back, Diaz. I don't want you to like get hurt. Diaz.
Ooh, you guys hear that? Matt, give me that camera.
If we want to get footage of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check this out, guys.
Please be careful, man. Please.
Yeah, just check this out. The largest venomous snake in the world. It's ready to attack.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay.
Almost, guys. I need to make this guy away from us right now.
And that's when the deadliest snake on the planet attacked me.
All right. Get back, get the Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay. Diaz, oh my God.
Right, guys, we need to be careful.
Yeah, yes.
Because we are far away from the health center.
Yeah, we're not getting bit. We're not getting bit.
Yeah, Matt, come closer.
Come closer.
I don't know about touching that guy.
The cobra was enormous, truly terrifying. Dara came perilously close to a deadly bite. In that moment, he fully grasped the lethal stakes of this challenge. Such a snake can kill a human within 30 minutes without treatment, and it's even powerful enough to bring down an elephant. If he had been bitten deep in the jungle, far from any medical help, his chances of survival would have been slim. Fortunately, he escaped unharmed, though barely. During the encounter, he even fell, dangerously close to the cobra, like a scene straight from a horror film. When they first arrived on the island, they had joked about touching a cobra if they saw one. This moment, however, shattered that reckless idea. On a brighter note, at least the blood pythons now have a safe home. What do you think about this wild encounter? This is Corey, who in June 2020 uploaded a chilling video titled Ritual Encounter in Backwoods to his channel, Abandoned Boys. While his channel usually features gaming content such as NBA and EA Sports, this footage stands apart as something far more unsettling. The video opens with Corey entering the notoriously dangerous backwoods of Martinsville, wearing his trademark black bandana adorned with a skull and crossbones. He mentions having heard eerie stories about these woods, but offers no further details. As Corey ventures deeper into the shadowed forest, the atmosphere grows thick with tension. Within the first minute of his exploration, the first unsettling signs begin to emerge.
Been hearing stuff. I don't know. It's crazy. That's what we're working with tonight. You hear that? What the hell? What the f... Yeah, hear that?
What at first sounds like a cat's meow soon transforms into something far more unsettling. As Corey cautiously advances down the path, the haunting sound of a woman crying begins to echo from the darkness ahead. His flashlight then reveals a sight so chilling it sends a shiver down his spine. And that's when the situation takes a truly terrifying turn.
What the f... What the hell? Y'all seeing this? Shh. Y'all see this? What the hell is that? Hey, what's going on? Shit. Scratch this film.
In the glow of his flashlight, 3 figures materialize on the path ahead. One disturbingly wielding what appears to be a weapon. The scene bears all the signs of a ritual unfolding deep within these isolated woods. Overwhelmed by fear, Corey makes an immediate decision to flee. His camera's light captures fleeting glimpses of the unsettling event, while he steadies his hands to keep filming despite his obvious terror. What makes this encounter especially haunting is the absence of explanation. We never gain a clear view of the ritual's purpose or the identities of those involved. Was it supernatural, a criminal act, or something far more sinister? The mystery remains unresolved. In this next disturbing video from the Brazilian YouTube channel Caçadores Paranormal, creators Luca and Yuri dive deep into the paranormal, chasing legends that blur the line between the living and the dead. No place is too haunted, no tale too dark. With each video, they push further into the unknown, delivering chilling encounters that test the limits of fear. In this episode, their close friend Jordy takes on a solo challenge. Spend an entire night inside a long-abandoned house rumored to be haunted. What begins as a bold dare quickly unravels into something far more disturbing. It's April 20th, 2025. The house is fully rigged with cameras, ready to document anything unexplainable. As Jordy arrives and sets up his sleeping spot, the atmosphere is still. Too still. The silence inside the decaying structure feels heavy, like something is waiting. But it's not until the night deepens and he finally crawls into bed that the energy in the house begins to shift and something unseen begins to stir. At first, Jordy remained unaware that one of the heavy doors had slowly creaked open on its own, perhaps for the better. The cameras captured the eerie moment, but he didn't notice. Not yet. This was only the beginning. Soon, he would discover that this house was far from ordinary. Of course, the loud banging on the door jolted Jordy awake. Disoriented and tense, he quickly rose to investigate, but by the time he reached the hallway, the noise had ceased. Confused and on edge, Jordy searched throughout the abandoned house, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever had caused the disturbance. But there was nothing, only a silence heavier than before, as if the house itself was holding its breath. He wondered if it had been the wind. Without access to the cameras yet, he had no answers, only growing questions. Returning to his small setup, adrenaline still coursing, he brewed a cup of tea, trying to steady his nerves. Hours of restless vigilance wore him down, and eventually, exhaustion won. Jordy lay back down, hoping to sleep away the fear. Surprisingly, the rest of the night passed with only a few unsettling noises outside, sounds he convinced himself were just animals in his half-sleep. When morning finally came, relief washed over him. He had made it. But his mind lingered on one question: what had caused that loud banging? Later, reviewing the footage, the answer was chilling. The camera had caught it all, a door swinging open and slamming shut violently with no visible cause. So what really happened inside that house? Was it merely the wind, or something far beyond our understanding? Something not meant to be seen? You decide. And as we ponder this haunting mystery, let's move on to the next encounter, equally chilling and perhaps just as baffling. This is David, who in February 2021 uploaded a chilling video titled "Strange People in the Woods" to his channel, Abandoned World Explorer. While David usually focuses on exploring abandoned buildings and locations, This video took a different direction as he revisited the app Randonautica. For those unfamiliar, Randonautica claims to use quantum random number generation, guide users to random coordinates, often leading to strange or synchronistic experiences. On this particular night, David explained he was preparing for another adventure using the app.
Here we go, guys, the app. Deleted off my phone and reinstalling. So obviously there's a new terms and condition on there as well again. Oh, no, they're generated then. Damn, I literally kicked out of it. Right, okay, so it's found. Guys, it looks like it could be, I don't know, because there's like an assaulting office up here as well, but it actually looks like it's taking us into the woods. It is taking us into the woods.
After generating their random coordinates, the app guided them into a thick, shadowy forest. David, growing uneasy, pointed out that they were alarmingly close to a prison, though the location led them even deeper into the woods. When they arrived, David made a chilling discovery.
It's really weird because it actually took us to these woods a while ago. 5-6 months ago. So there's literally footprints in and out of it, but it is a public. There's the thing with these maps, it's literally like, what should you do? Just walk over and down? Do you want to go straight down? I can't even see nothing for this. I don't really want to keep this away from what too much, because honestly, these really freak me out.
Despite the harsh conditions, they pressed forward, frequently checking the app to confirm they were on course. As David and Dan ventured deeper into the dark, snow-covered woods, the atmosphere shifted, and that's when things took a terrifying turn.
It's like a tent or something. There's someone over there. There is. Sure, it's a tent then. Hey? Oh, damn, run! Fucking leg. Where the fuck were they? They're way in, man. Unlock the car. We just literally walked around the whole lot. Like, I'm not even joking, around the whole lot. Oh my god. Yeah, the tree where we was. As we was coming out there, there's something like there's one over there, and there's something like there's more than one in there. But do you know where it was? There's 2 or 3 guys in the woods. Where?
David and Dan fled through the woods, racing back to their car as fast as possible. Behind them, the sound of what could have been a chainsaw, or, as Dan later speculated, possibly a quad bike, grew louder with every step. By the time they reached their vehicle, they were breathless and shaken. Dan mentioned spotting a tent in the woods, something David hadn't noticed. They immediately contacted the police, who advised them to avoid the area. The true nature of their encounter remains unclear. Were these simply campers startled by strangers? Homeless individuals with a makeshift campsite? Or something far more sinister? What was the source of that ominous noise? A chainsaw? A quad bike? And most unsettling of all, why were they digging precisely where the Randonautica app had directed them? As with many Randonautica journeys, this experience raises more questions than answers and leaves a lingering unease about what might have happened had David and Dan not escaped when they did. What do you think they encountered in those woods? Watch the next video to uncover more. and be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. This next clip comes from the YouTube channel Exploring with Josh, where Josh takes his viewers on journeys through some of the world's most fascinating, abandoned, and often eerie locations. With each exploration, he captures every detail, inviting his audience to experience the thrill of discovery and the haunting beauty of forgotten places. In this video, however, Josh and his friends didn't just visit a remarkable site, they planned to spend the night in the infamous Aokigahara forest in Japan, known as the Sea of Trees. This dense, silent woodland at the base of Mount Fuji carries a dark reputation that spans decades. Its nickname reflects the tragic number of deaths that have occurred within its bounds, and many believe the forest is haunted by restless spirits. Drawn by this chilling history, Josh and his friends anticipated a spooky, unsettling night, but nothing could have prepared them for what they were about to witness, an experience they would never forget.
So before the video starts, I just want to give a brief message. Suicide is everywhere, it's all over the world, not just in this one area. It's a serious thing. We're not here goofing around looking for dead bodies pretty much. We're here to experience it, document it, and just give history on this place because it is a serious matter.
It's April 20th, 2019. As Josh and his friends reach the edge of Aokigahara Forest, an eerie silence settles over them, thick and almost suffocating. No birdsong, no rustling of wildlife, only the sound of their footsteps and breath breaking the stillness. The forest's grim history weighs heavily on the moment. Each step deeper feels like crossing into another realm, where an unsettling energy grows stronger, as if the forest itself is watching, aware of their presence. Their curiosity pushes them onward, but excitement gradually gives way to unease. What once seemed like a thrilling challenge now feels nearly impossible. The oppressive atmosphere presses in from all sides, transforming the adventure into something far more haunting.
Beyond this way is where anything can happen, honestly. So that's where the no entry was. We just crossed it now. At any point in time, we're just gonna pull off and turn to where we think something may actually be. It could be people's items, tents, lost shoes, anything could be here. Look at this, they don't even maintain this. Trees are falling down all over here.
A long rope to a tree up ahead. And I also found a couple of cans down in the cave.
Wait. Okay, here's what we found. Let's follow it.
What's over here?
Now we found a pink ribbon. It's going far down, jeez.
No, I think they set it up to get their way back if they decided not to.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. If you get lost, you're supposed to tie ribbons and stuff here.
These guys just left a giant rope.
All right, it ends right here. Oh no, oh my God, it keeps going. What?
Someone left an umbrella.
Holy sh.
That's an umbrella.
Yeah, but see, it could be honestly more. It could have been like someone who was like, screw it.
The tension escalated sharply when they stumbled upon personal belongings. A clear sign they had just entered the forest's most infamous area. Despite their growing fear, curiosity pushed them forward. Still, they remained on high alert. Getting lost in these vast woods was all too easy.
You know what? You want to go down there more and then follow the track just in case they might have went down there? It's thick through here, but we're just going to see if we can find anything. The compass is working right now?
Yeah, compass still works.
Okay, good. All right, we're using a compass to get our way out. Right now, we lost all signal on our phones and everything. Yeah, what's weird about it is it's like all these underground random ass tunnels are all over the place. We're coming across some stuff now. We got some ribbons tied to the trees. We got a green one right there and a blue one. Let's make sure there's like, if there's anyone in there, let's make sure they're okay. Oh yeah, their campsite. We're gonna go check out the campsite right now. It's the same ribbon that we found from the from the pathway led all the way in here to the campsite. This place is no joke. I'm already feeling like so weird here. Like I'm getting these airy, dark vibes. Like I can like, yeah, like I can, ooh, like I can feel it inside me. It's like unexplainable. I can't really explain it, but it's no joke. The guy, whoever it was, with the ribbon, must have just been pacing himself around, just thinking if he actually wanted to do it or not. But here's all I found. Left, at least. Maybe he drew that before he did it? A bottle, of course. I don't know how recent this was. No one knows. Jesus Christ, dude.
That might have been the last thing someone had.
Yeah, this could have been. Their umbrella's right there, their drink.
But it looks like a children's umbrella, this one.
And we're coming across what we think is another campsite. Let's go. Ugh. Yeah, here's another campsite we just found following that white ribbon. Looks honestly like fresh still. Although there must have been a fire going on right here. But what's weird too is this. The only pink tree that we've seen here, just in the middle of nowhere.
The group ventured deeper into the forest, a mix of awe and unease growing with each step. None had anticipated the sheer number of personal belongings scattered quietly where they had been left. The idea of spending the night here shifted from thrilling to unsettling, even disrespectful. This wasn't just an abandoned place. It was a final resting ground for many, and that weight slowly settled on them. Yet their curiosity kept them rooted in place. Every corner seemed to reveal fragments of a long-forgotten story. The forest's eerie beauty, entwined with its tragic past, was impossible to ignore. Drawn by the silence and mystery, they pressed onward, unaware that the night's most unsettling moment still awaited.
Okay, this is our first tent we just found. Look at this. Yeah, the whole tent has been dismantled. It's probably been sitting here for a very long time. Unbelievable. Their hat is here too. What else is here? Jeez. Tripped a little bit. It happens here. It's slippery as hell. There's two tents here. And they're still there. They're still there. Okay. Let's check this out. What is all that? And a campfire here. Yeah, there's no one here anymore. They either been found, or they turned back, or they're still in the forest. Just around. We just found this shoe. Now this shoe had been here for well over 5-6 years. There's moss completely growing on the shoe. It looked like it morphed onto it. Whoa, dude, a backpack. This backpack's brand new. I think that's an umbrella over there. We've been finding tons of umbrellas, tents, pretty much everything you would actually expect to find here. The backpack looks brand new, but also this umbrella right next to it looks brand new too. Which means, I don't know, I'm just gonna start searching the area around this premises. They're checking around this area, I'm looking around this area, and Shane's actually around that area.
Some of the belongings they discovered appeared unnervingly recent, too new to have been abandoned long ago. A chilling thought settled over the group. What if a body was nearby? Driven by this fear, they scoured the surrounding trees, searching in growing unease. But after a tense and fruitless search, they conceded defeat. That was when they knew for certain they would not be spending the night here. The forest's oppressive weight was overwhelming, and lingering felt like crossing a sacred boundary. It would be a disrespect to the many lost souls wandering these woods. Guided by their compass, the group carefully retraced their steps, making their way back to civilization. Relief washed over them as they emerged from the trees, but the experience's heaviness lingered. This journey was unforgettable, a stark reminder of the thin veil between life and death and the stories whispered in the silence. Would you dare spend a night in Japan's most haunted forest? Or do you agree some places are best left undisturbed? Share your thoughts. Now, let's move on to the next clip, where once again, a camping trip turns into a terrifying ordeal. Jody Dean, an avid camper and paranormal enthusiast, explores haunted forests and sites with dark histories on his channel, Hunting the Dead. This time, he embarks on a chilling adventure, spending the night in a cabin famed for its paranormal activity.
Alicia and I were doing this picnic. I don't want to walk all the way back there yet. We'll do that in a few minutes. But we were having this picnic, and all of a sudden we heard a howl, but then whatever was howling sounded like it was attacked. And we started hearing screaming and groaning and moaning as if whatever was just howling was attacked. Well, that'd be the second gunshot we've heard in, what, maybe 30 minutes? Okay, so, however, we're gonna be spending as much time out here as we are inside the cabin, and the cabin is said to harness something a little bit different. The reason why is because there was actually a couple that was here on their honeymoon, and they were murdered. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but there was just a gunshot. Again, that's 3 gunshots in 30 minutes. Crazy. So this couple, they were here on their honeymoon. Let me run that back. This couple had just got married. They were here. I'm not sure if it was their honeymoon or not. I'm gonna guess it was because it was right after they got married. Whatever the case may be, they got murdered here.
As darkness fell, they took shelter inside the cabin to warm up until a sudden, terrifying sound echoed from outside.
We just heard something crawling underneath.
Oh, look.
Something looked like it hit the edge of that. I don't see anything here. Just back here on this side, it just sounded like there was something crawling underneath here, making noise, or trying to get under here. I know. I don't know. Yeah. Make sure the truck's okay. It's fine. Bird shit on the car. Bird shit on the car. That could be a song. Bird shit on the car. Bird shit on the car. It could have shat on the ground, but a bird shit on my car. It really hurt my heart. Whoa, holy shit. Yeah, guys, it's super windy. If it's blowing the shit out of you, I apologize. Really can't help it. Can't. Hey, hold on. I could have swore I just seen something down there. Okay. What? Oh my God. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, what the hell is he holding? Hey guys, there's somebody right there. Hey, you're not allowed to be here, man. Hey, you're not allowed to be here. Hey, what the fuck was that? What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Hey, Alicia.
What?
There's somebody by our trailer right there.
Oh, I see him.
What are you doing? He's over there now. Hey, we're not alone. We're not alone.
Weird. Where'd he go?
I don't know. You think this is a game? He's holding up a fucking skull, Alicia.
Why are you walking towards it?
He's holding up a skull, Alicia.
Why are you walking towards it?
Two men emerged, clad in robes and clutching eerie objects resembling animal skulls. The couple found themselves surrounded, But after a tense moment, the strangers vanished back into the woods.
That's what that is. It's not a bullet.
I got something supposed inside. What the hell was that? What is that?
What?
Straight ahead. I just seen somebody walking.
We're over there?
Yes.
You fucking serious?
I am serious.
Why stay in the shadows? You're not Batman.
The fuck, Jody?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Here.
Where are you going? Oh my god, straight ahead!
He's holding up a fucking skull.
Is it full of blood on it? Is that blood?
I can't tell.
It looks like blood.
Dude, what the hell is happening right now? Hey, I see something shining from a distance way behind him, way back
See
there.
that.
Did you
Is
see that?
another one?
I don't know.
This one's Please.
Here, you go inside. You go inside.
It was great.
She's leaving me. Okay. It's okay. Lock the doors! I don't know if I'm more impressed that you even know where I'm at, or that you're ballsy enough to be out here by yourself. What? What? Dude, look right there, Alicia!
What?
Look, right there!
Where?
Right there!
Fucking kidding me? Bro, get off the table.
He's closer, this one's closer!
The men appeared again. Jody sent Alicia inside to keep her safe, then followed suit as the strangers drew closer, showing no sign of leaving that night. Though they remained outside, occasionally knocking on the door, they neither entered nor caused harm. Of course, this video could be staged, but it's also possible the men were acting on their own, aware of the cabin's dark history and the many investigators who have spent the night there. Either way, it's captivating. Stay tuned for upcoming videos to catch the best moments. This next clip comes from the YouTube channel Haunted Finders, led by Tom, an avid explorer of the unknown who dedicates his work to uncovering the thin veil between the living and the dead. His goal: to capture the most compelling paranormal evidence and share it with the world. Tom is often joined by his close friend David, a frequent companion on these chilling investigations. In this clip, the two reunite for another eerie adventure, this time at a place shrouded in legend, the ancient graveyard of St. Mary. Said to be over 1,000 years old, St. Mary's is one of the oldest burial grounds in the region. Ask any local, and they'll say the same. St. Mary's is haunted. Stories of shadowy figures, disembodied voices, and strange lights have haunted the graveyard for generations. Naturally, Tom and David couldn't resist the chance to investigate. It's January 18th, 2023. They arrive just as night fully blankets the sky. After setting up their base within the graveyard's borders, they dive straight into the investigation, unsure of what the night might reveal, but ready to face whatever waits in the dark.
Ground's frozen, look. That's all ice.
Silly me. I've come with my slippers.
Look at them.
I forgot to put my boots on.
What are those? Oh.
make a noise for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you make like a whispering noise? Did you not?
No.
They had only just begun their investigation, asking simple questions in hopes of a response, when a soft, whisper-like sound unexpectedly cut through the silence. As the night wore on, the atmosphere grew increasingly heavy, thick with unease. Though their ghost hunting equipment detected no direct communication, that faint whisper kept returning, barely audible, yet impossible to ignore. It felt as if something lingered in the shadows, watching from afar, hesitant to fully reveal itself, but unwilling to remain silent.
I just heard something behind me. What is it? I don't know. You saw a shadow? There's something about this area, I don't know what it is. But
Go to that tree.
there's something to do with this area.
Yeah, we'll do that. Spirit.
Scanning. Earthbox. Scanning.
Someone talking and walking. Someone talking and walking.
The eerie silence of their ghost hunting equipment, despite the constant, unexplained whispering, only deepened the tension. Still, Tom and David weren't ready to call it quits. Determined to uncover evidence that could confirm the graveyard's haunted legacy, they pushed forward. But as the freezing night wore on and time dragged by, a quiet doubt crept in. Was it really wise to spend the whole night here? That unsettling question hung in the frigid air as they continued, voices steady but uncertain, asking into the darkness. They hoped, maybe even believed, that eventually something would answer. Because deep down, they were sure of one thing: something was out there. It just wasn't ready to be seen.
Why won't you do something now to scare us when we're asking for it? We want you to scare us. We want you to force us out this graveyard. Push David off his feet.
Don't overdo it.
What? Hey?
Don't overdo it.
We want something to
Well, that's advice, right?
We want something to happen.
What do you mean?
I just thought it'd be funny if you levitated. Once you're in the air floating, I'm already running. What was that? Already running. What was that? Was that the gate? I thought I just heard the wooden gate that we came through. Sure. This area is really, like, it's creepy, and there's something here, but for some reason,
It's hiding.
yeah, it's hiding. What, David?
Tom and David pushed their investigation deep into the night, determined to make contact. But despite their efforts, no clear responses came. Only the same faint, unexplained whispers drifting from the shadows surrounding the graveyard. As much as they hated to concede, the biting cold had grown too intense. Staying out there simply wasn't safe. After hours of searching, they reluctantly packed up their gear, abandoning the plan to camp overnight. The night had offered little, until just as they were about to leave, something happened. Something that made them both stop cold, frozen in place.
Oh God, it's freezing. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, no, it's still recording. Did you hear what I heard? I don't know. It was either a voice or like a, what's it called? David, you didn't hear what I heard. What? Did you capture it? I don't know, I've recorded.
With each unexplained whisper, Tom and David grew increasingly uneasy. The strange sounds gnawed at their nerves, leaving them to wonder if the cold, the darkness, and the haunting stillness of the ancient graveyard were playing tricks on their minds. But the freezing temperatures had become unbearable. It was time to go. As they drove off into the night, disappointed that their overnight stay had ended early, one question lingered. Had the cameras caught anything? To their relief, they had. The whispers, faint yet unmistakable, had been recorded. Their visit hadn't been in vain after all. So what do you think was behind those voices? Just the wind? A trick of the mind? Or something far more unexplainable? That's a mystery we may never truly solve. This disturbing encounter follows two friends, united by a love for urban exploration. During a casual camping trip just outside downtown Colorado Springs, they stumbled across what appeared to be the entrance to an abandoned tunnel system. Unable to resist the pull of discovery, they decided to investigate. What they encountered inside, however, would leave a lasting impression. The experience was so bizarre and deeply unsettling that they later launched a YouTube channel, Into the Void, to share their footage with the world. It's June 2nd, 2023. After retrieving gear from their campsite, flashlights, a camera, one friend stayed behind as a lookout, ready to alert the other if things took a turn, or to call for help if needed. The other ventured into the tunnel, where the atmosphere instantly changed. Thick, damp, and unnervingly silent. The kind of silence that makes the hair on your neck stand on end.
Okay, so I need to set up my gear. I'm just gonna cut for a second and then we'll get back to it. Let's get into it and just make sure this is set up good. Okay. Okay.
The tunnel seemed to stretch on forever, disappearing into darkness beyond the reach of his flashlight. Still, driven by a sense of adventure, he pushed forward, curiosity steadily overpowering caution. He had no idea what he was about to stumble upon. What he also failed to notice was the trail behind him. In the thin film of water covering the tunnel floor, faint footprints had begun to appear, but they weren't his. The spacing was strange, almost unnatural, as if the thing that made them wasn't walking in any human way. But lost in the stillness, hearing only the echo of his own steps, he remained unaware. he simply kept moving forward, unknowingly following a path that would pull him deeper and deeper into the void.
I need to take a breather. What the fuck? Nope. I'm dipping out. Fuck this shit. I don't know what that is. Oh fuck.
He came sprinting back, visibly shaken by the sounds he'd just heard echoing from deep within the tunnel. His friend, waiting outside, had caught it too, those chilling, almost inhuman screams, and felt immediate relief seeing him emerge. Whatever had made that noise didn't just sound threatening, it felt deeply unnatural. Even standing in the open, with the sky overhead and fresh air around them, the unease didn't lift. A heavy, oppressive energy still clung to the space, as if unseen eyes were fixed on them. Without a second thought, they took off toward their camp, adrenaline surging and thoughts racing. But what lingered in their minds wasn't only the scream, it was the footprints. Because whatever had been in there with him didn't move like any known predator. The tracks were odd, spaced strangely, unnervingly unnatural. So what do you think was lurking in that shadowy tunnel? A displaced animal? Something unknown? Or perhaps something that was never meant to be found? Meet Josh, the mind behind the YouTube channel, Josh the Intern. In his videos, he invites viewers along on exhilarating explorations, often delving into abandoned locations and uncovering rare historical landmarks. His passion for adventure is contagious, but one expedition deep into a remote mountain range would soon confront him with an unsettling experience beyond anything he had imagined.
Deep in the heart of this remote mountain range lies the lost wreckage of a plane. This massive aircraft crashed here in 1986 and has remained hidden in the rugged terrain ever since. So today I'm embarking on a hiking adventure to try to find it.
On December 17th, 2024, Josh set out with a clear objective: to find the long-forgotten wreckage of a large plane that had gone down years earlier. His strategy involved carefully navigating the remote landscape to investigate a specific location identified as a likely crash site.
So I'm currently hiking in this really remote mountain range, and I'm searching for a massive plane wreckage that's found here. I think it's a really huge plane, like a big Boeing plane. It's somewhere up in this remote mountain, so I'm just taking the steep hike to go check it out. I think it'll be off trail a bit.
After hours of trekking, he summited his first peak and ventured further into the mountain range. That's when he noticed a massive, unexpected structure looming on a neighboring mountain.
As I suddenly spotted a large structure on another mountain just in front of me. Curious as to what it was, I made a detour and hiked up to it.
Driven by curiosity, he approached what revealed itself as a massive, historic fort. After a brief inspection, he resumed his original route. However, the tone of his journey soon changed. Though the landscape was breathtaking, something unusual off the trail caught his attention: the crumbling remains of an old building. Deciding to investigate further, he stumbled upon a chilling realization. Someone appeared to be occupying, or even residing in, these long-abandoned ruins, isolated deep in the wilderness.
Someone definitely lives here. There's canned food. Someone definitely lives here. Maybe not all the time, but often enough, which is crazy, because this is really in ruin.
What Josh discovered next was deeply unsettling. Scattered across the walls and floor were countless photographs, all appearing to feature the same small group of individuals.
Okay, this is really creepy. This is really creepy. There is photos of the same person up on the wall. Like this is a stalker's house or something. This is creepy. Oh, there's so many photos on the floor everywhere. Look at all these photos. These are all photos of people. All photos of people.
The overwhelming number of photographs displayed in such a remote and dilapidated setting suggested an obsessive and unnerving presence. The place resembled a stalker's lair, a chilling realization given its isolated location. Disturbed by what he had uncovered, Josh quickly made the decision to leave. As he stepped outside, he spotted a smaller adjacent structure. Inside, he discovered a makeshift bed and, ominously, what looked like lengths of rope.
As I headed out of the building, I also found this smaller structure just by it, and inside there was a bed along with what appeared to be rope.
An overwhelming sense of being observed settled over him. The mountain's sudden silence transforming into something ominous and unsettling.
After leaving that house, I feel like I'm being watched. All of a sudden feels very quiet and eerie around here.
Recognizing the urgency, he understood he needed to alert the authorities about his findings. Despite the unnerving experience, Josh continued his trek and, after a brief climb, successfully reached the plane wreckage. While he did report the unsettling ruins and their contents to officials afterward, many questions sparked by his discovery remain unanswered.
To give an update also on the location, now I am back in civilization. I have contacted the authorities. This was filmed a few months ago, actually, so I contacted them. I sent them the location and photos of the area. I haven't heard anything back from them.
Who occupied that abandoned structure? What dark story lay behind the endless array of photographs? This eerie discovery stands as a grim reminder that often the most disturbing terrors are not paranormal, but all too human. The enigma of the mountain inhabitant and their unsettling collection remains unresolved, an unsettling notion for anyone exploring those isolated heights. Safari Classics brings you into the wild heart of Africa, where veteran hunters face nature's ultimate tests. Yet even the most experienced professionals cannot predict what lurks in the shadows. Deep within Cameroon's impenetrable forests, a buffalo hunt was about to shatter every expectation. What began as another thrilling expedition would soon spiral into a pulse-racing nightmare that would test every instinct these hunters possessed. In the wilderness, nothing ever goes according to plan.
How hot is it, Marcus?
Once more into the breach of hell.
How's the weather been?
Warm. Warm, a little, oddly a little muggy, kind of like it wants to do something. We got cloud cover coming in now. We don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to go prowl around, hoping to see a good bull and maybe cut some good eland tracks. But just, we need just a little bit of luck. We almost had it the first afternoon. It was very close, but
The narrow trail revealed its dark secret, crimson droplets marking a deadly path. A wounded buffalo somewhere in the maze of vegetation, bleeding from an earlier encounter. The hunters had no way of knowing the distance to their quarry or the danger that awaited. But the wilderness was about to deliver its answer. As they bent closer to read the crimson signs, fate intervened.
Come here, come on, quickly come. Watch it.
Yeah, that's you.
Rifle. What? Come over here. There. Shoot it. Shoot it, Marcus. Where's the other rifle?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it.
Come slowly. Watch the buffalo. Very good, Marcus. Shoot it.
Okay, just wait, guys. Marcus, wait. Rifle up, rifle up.
Safety on. We need to get him to a hospital.
Okay. Where is this?
He's just in the groin. It hasn't gone all the way through.
Okay, let Marcus just quickly check him out.
Marcus, you're a doctor. Try and look at his wound.
Check it if it doesn't get his femoral artery.
Not in an artery.
Just lie down.
Nikolai became a victim of nature's merciless fury, prompting an urgent evacuation for medical care. As this footage is still fresh, official reports on his condition remain limited, but early indications suggest he may survive without lasting damage. He was just seconds away from death. Witness the destructive power of the buffalo, a creature that rendered Nikolai completely helpless in an instant. To anyone venturing into the wilderness, vigilance is not a choice. It's a necessity. Your life depends on it. But the story doesn't end here. What happened next will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about exploring the wild and what lies within. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever faced nature's wrath like this? This disturbing encounter comes from the YouTube channel Small Plots, where Kevin shares his distinctive camping exploits. Whether stealth camping in a hammock or setting up a well-equipped base camp, his content is both engaging and informative, with a candid honesty about the challenges of outdoor living. On this particular occasion, his adventure took a tense turn. It's November 2nd, 2023, and Kevin is prepared for another night beneath the stars, this time selecting an unusual site, the overgrown grounds of an abandoned hotel on the edge of a city neighborhood. After parking his car in a busier, safer area a short distance away, he begins the trek on foot toward his chosen spot. Though excited by the prospect of exploring such a unique location, Kevin can't shake a growing sense of apprehension, fully aware that the property sits within a questionable part of town.
Okay, getting close. Just where I want to jump in to the forest, kind of near those storage tanks of some kind of petroleum product. I haven't seen a soul back here, so I'm just gonna go. Oh yeah, there's definitely some slip marks here. They'll probably be deer though. It's tough to tell. Down there is the abandoned hotel. It closed, I don't know, roughly 3-4 years ago. It does have security. I've seen security driving around in a little car with like a little light on it. I'm sure they're worried about people breaking in to the hotel more than they are about me camping next to it. But I do want to keep a low profile. I don't want anybody to get a little itchy, calm tops.
Now, Kevin sets out to find the ideal spot to establish camp for the night and get comfortable. He eventually chooses a quiet, sheltered area and begins pitching his tent, arranging his gear, and crafting a cozy setup for the evening. Everything proceeds smoothly, and Kevin feels relaxed. Even as dusk falls and rain begins to patter down, rather than letting the weather spoil the mood, he embraces it. With a drink in hand, he unwinds to the soothing rhythm of raindrops tapping on his tent. That is, until something abruptly disrupts the calm, instantly altering the entire atmosphere.
Let's do a little tour of the tent, eh? As you can see, here's my sleeping pad. Not in its final configuration. As you can see, it's up on some rocks and stuff there, so I'll turn it diagonally. And then behind me is just endless darkness. As you can see, that's where my pack and stuff is. Rain's really starting to pick up. Just kind of hanging out, enjoying my space kitty. It's got to be a rain alarm for the airport right over there. I've heard that before when I've been camping in the vicinity while it was raining. And they're like, oh God. Something ran by the tent. It was the lights in my eyes. I couldn't see anything.
Suddenly, Kevin is startled by something rushing past his tent. Fast, too fast, and disturbingly close. He instinctively freezes. At first, he considers it might be an animal, but something feels off. The movement had a weight to it, unlike a stray raccoon or a curious fox. A creeping sense of unease begins to take hold. This abandoned hotel property sits in a part of the city known for its sketchy reputation, marked by occasional criminal activity and nearby homeless encampments. That thought lingers ominously in his mind. Struggling to remain calm, Kevin takes a deep breath and slowly reaches for his flashlight. He unzips his tent and steps into the rain-soaked night, sweeping the darkness with his beam, searching for any sign that someone or something is watching him.
I don't see any eyes looking back. I don't think. Wait, man, I just thought I did. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Between the eerie alarm happening over at the airport and whatever it was that just ran past me about 3-4 feet in front of me, I think it's safe to say I'm a little bit on edge.
Kevin couldn't shake the constant urge to scan his surroundings. The uneasy feeling refused to fade. Yet packing up and leaving wasn't a viable option. The rain showed no sign of stopping, and the thought of navigating that rough neighborhood alone in the dark was unsettling. His only choice was to stay put and try to regain the calm he'd felt earlier. But the night had changed. An oppressive tension hung in the air, and the sense of being watched never fully left him. Every rustle of leaves, every crack of a branch seemed unnervingly loud, making sleep nearly impossible. Finally, as dawn broke and painted the sky with soft morning hues, Kevin felt a flicker of relief and could breathe a little easier. Still, the question of what had passed his tent lingered. Whether harmless or threatening, one thing was undeniable. The encounter left a lasting impression, a chilling reminder that even in solitude, you're rarely truly alone out there. This next camping encounter comes from the YouTube channel, The Bell Explorers. The Bell family, driven by curiosity and a thirst for adventure, explores everything from eerie abandoned buildings to unusual camping spots, sharing every thrill with their growing audience. But this video is different. Joe, one of the family members, takes on his first solo camp, choosing a location unsettling even by their standards. Dungeness, a desolate headland on the Kent coast in England. Known for its haunting barren landscapes and decaying relics of the past, Dungeness carries a strange, almost otherworldly energy. Joe's solo mission falls on October 31st, 2024, Halloween night. He admits to feeling uneasy, but is eager to face the challenge. With determination, he arrives at the remote coastline, the wind howling across the shingle plains. His first task, find a secluded spot to set up camp. As the sun dips over the bleak yet mesmerizing landscape, Joe moves quickly to pitch his tent and settle in, unaware of the night's unsettling surprises ahead.
I think we're gonna head off this way. There's a lot of creepy crawlies and bugs down here, which isn't very nice. Right guys, that's the tent all pitched up, ready to go. How exciting. It's only an old tent I'd laying around, but it does me okay. So nice and quick and easy.
With his sleeping spot secured and gear in place, Joe settles in for the night. As the sky shifts from golden hues to fading gray, he passes the time sharing stories with the camera, some lighthearted, others eerily fitting the Halloween mood. So far, everything unfolds as planned. Though a subtle unease lingers, the weight of solitude in such a remote, unfamiliar place, Joe stays positive. He reminds himself that fear is part of the journey and exactly why he accepted this solo challenge. But as the last light vanishes and darkness swallows the landscape, that isolation grows heavier. Just as Joe decides to call it a night and zip himself into his tent, the silence shatters. From here on, the night takes a turn toward the unsettling, and things will only grow stranger.
Right guys, we're in the tent. It's getting a bit creepy outside. I thought I heard a few noises here and there, but I'll just put it down to animals, I think, because you know, it's a bit nasty out there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm gonna, because there's not a lot else I can do, I think I'm gonna get my head down, because it's now 11:30. So what was that? Did you hear that, guys?
Joe was already on edge, and the strange rustling outside only heightened his anxiety. His heart raced as he debated what to do. Finally, feeling he had no choice, he unzipped the tent and peered out cautiously. But there was nothing, no movement, no glowing eyes, not even a breeze stirring the dry brush. Just the unsettling stillness of Dungeness at night. Trying to stay grounded, Joe told himself it was likely an animal, a fox or rabbit, and that his nerves were playing tricks. He slipped back inside, ears straining for every sound. Sleep eventually claimed him, but the night was far from over. Just as Joe sank into deep rest, something suddenly jolted him awake. Joe was stunned by what had just occurred. It took several moments for his racing heart and swirling thoughts to settle. Summoning his courage, he cautiously peeked outside. The cold night air hit him, but the area was empty. No movement, no footprints, no voices, nothing. With no explanation and a deep sense of unease sinking in, Joe's instincts screamed it was time to leave. Trusting his gut, he quickly packed only the essentials, abandoning the tent behind with plans to retrieve it in daylight when the danger seemed less real. Eventually, Joe made it home safely, but the experience left him shaken to his core. His first solo camp wasn't remembered for the views or the solitude, but for the unsettling truth. He hadn't been alone that night. So what do you think happened out there? Was it just the wind? A prankster in the shadows? Or something far stranger lurking in the stillness of Dungeness? Let us know what you believe, because Joe still has no answers. Whatever it was, it's a chilling reminder that sometimes the mysteries we can't explain are the ones that haunt us the longest. And with that, we move straight into the next disturbing camping encounter. Tim Morozov, a Russian YouTuber known for his camping and ghost hunting adventures, sets out into a cursed forest with his loyal dog, Kuchum. The journey begins uneventfully, the woods eerily calm. But as darkness settles and Tim takes shelter in his tent, the atmosphere shifts. Faint, unnerving footsteps echo outside, breaking the silence and signaling that something is not quite right.
Кто здесь? Кучум.
As they stepped out to confront whatever lurked in the darkness, Kuchum suddenly caught a scent and bolted deeper into the forest. But this time, he didn't return.
Друзья, я не знаю, что делать. Прошло уже 2 часа. Как я зову Кучума, он не приходит. Я надеюсь, что ничего плохого не произошло. И он всего лишь погнался за каким-нибудь зверем. Или просто ушел погулять. Кучум! Больше ничего не слышно. Ни лая.
Tim lit a fire and waited anxiously for Kuchum to return. But as dawn broke, there was still no sign of him. Growing increasingly concerned, Tim set out to search the forest.
Сейчас я собираюсь до тут дойти, посмотреть, что там.
Near his campsite, Tim discovered signs of recent human presence. A dead fire with still warm coals and eerie stick structures scattered nearby. Undeterred, he pressed on through the forest. But as night fell once more, this time, something felt different.
Барабаны.
He managed to escape, taking cover in the shadows. Then, as if sensing his owner's peril, Kuchum suddenly emerged from the darkness, rushing to his rescue. In May 2018, British YouTuber CJ uploaded what would become one of the most unsettling videos in his channel's history, fixing my fridge in a haunted forest on Project Amber. Known for serene travel documentaries featuring his European adventures with faithful companion Lance, CJ's camper van journeys typically offered viewers peaceful escapes into nature's embrace. This video shattered that tranquil formula entirely. Deep in the French countryside, mechanical failure struck. CJ's mini-fridge died without warning. What seemed like a routine roadside repair became something far more sinister when he pulled into a remote forest clearing. The moment CJ stepped from his van, the atmosphere shifted. Lance, normally calm and obedient, began exhibiting disturbing behavior that should have served as a warning. But CJ remained oblivious to the dark forces stirring around him, unaware that this simple repair would spiral into an experience that would haunt him and his viewers forever.
Now I've just flipped it upside down and back again, so I'm going to give it the full 24 hours, I think, to... What are you looking at? You keep freaking me out, dog. There's no one over there. You seeing something I'm not? There's actually a well, just where I'm parked. You go down this little track, and there's a well with a big metal bar on it. And originally I was going to go and park there, and I saw the well. Instantly started thinking about the ring, which when I think it was about 10 when it came out. It scared the shit out of me. For like a month I didn't sleep properly. So yeah, I'm not staying there. And now the dog keeps looking over in that direction of where it is. So I'm like, nah mate, I might move. But I can't.
Lance, normally playful and friendly, had become transfixed by something sinister. His unwavering gaze locked on a nearby well. The ancient structure, secured by a heavy metal cover, loomed ominously just steps from CJ's parked van. Initially dismissing his dog's alarming behavior, CJ made light of the situation, nervously joking that the well evoked memories of The Ring, the horror film that had haunted his childhood nightmares. Hours of fruitless repair work stretched into evening, forcing CJ to make camp in the shadowy forest. But dawn brought no relief, only escalating terror. As the second day unfolded, CJ's world shifted when eerie, inexplicable sounds began rising from the depths of the sealed well.
Okay, I'm seriously freaked out now. A minute ago I could hear like really loud moaning, like just booming across the mountains. So I've come down to where I could hear it. I got to this old well and it stopped. But just as soon as I got here, just from over there, there's no track or anything, it's just wood. This girl appeared, dressed like kind of like a monk, no shoes, no hair. So I said bonjour and that, and she didn't respond then, she just carried on walking. So I carried on a bit and then thought I better double check. Went to go and find her again. She's gone. That way, that's where my van is, and that goes to the road. But down where she went that way, there's nothing, and there's nothing for miles.
Compelled by forces beyond reason, CJ approached the well's foreboding presence. The moment he drew near, the haunting moans ceased, replaced by a silence so profound it felt suffocating. As he prepared to retreat, movement caught his peripheral vision. From the depths of the forest emerged an apparition, a girl materializing as if from thin air. Barefoot and clad in monastic robes, her scalp completely bald, she moved with otherworldly purpose. CJ's tentative bonjour fell into the void. She neither acknowledged his presence nor broke her relentless march deeper into the woods. Rattled, yet unable to resist the mystery, CJ fled to his van. But the forest wasn't finished with him. As he hastily packed to escape, she reappeared, this time sprinting through the trees near his vehicle. With trembling hands, CJ captured the chilling encounter on camera.
I have not got a clue what was going on there. That was so weird. The well, the moaning from the forest, the girl, nah, maybe there's an explanation to it all, but I wasn't sticking around. I left, I booted it. I'm about 50 miles from there now. I left, I was gone. I was gone so fast. I didn't even pack the van away. Yeah, it's a pretty big mess in here. But I do have a working fridge. The fridge is working. It's nice and cold now. So yeah.
Terror had reached its breaking point. CJ frantically gathered his belongings, his hands shaking as he threw everything into the van. Without a backward glance, he fled 50 miles from that accursed forest, desperate to escape whatever dark presence had claimed those woods. But the nightmare wasn't over. 2 additional sightings haunted his departure, the final encounter occurring mere feet from his vehicle. Throughout this supernatural ordeal, Lance's transformation from his usual playful demeanor to a state of constant anxiety served as a chilling testament to the malevolent forces at work. CJ's audience, familiar with his authentic content and aversion to fabrication, overwhelmingly believes something genuinely paranormal transpired in that forest. Yet concrete answers remain elusive. The girl's identity, the source of those bone-chilling moans, and the true nature of what CJ encountered continue to defy explanation. The mystery endures, buried deep within those French woods, but this story is far from over. What other secrets lie hidden in Europe's forgotten corners? Stay tuned for our next investigation, and let us know in the comments below, what do you think CJ really encountered that night? The Bell Explorers, a fearless duo, venture into the shadows of forgotten ruins, spectral forests, and locations steeped in dark legend. Their footage captures moments that will haunt your dreams and leave you questioning what lurks beyond the veil. In this chilling expedition, they descend into the screaming woods of Pluckley, Kent, a place whispered to be among Britain's most cursed. Here, In this accursed woodland, locals dare not speak above hushed tones of phantom silhouettes that drift between ancient trees, of disembodied voices that crawl through the darkness, and of blood-curdling shrieks that shatter the midnight silence.
Hi guys, we're back at Pluckley Wood. We've decided to come back because, you know, after last time we was here, we had our encounter, which shit the life out of us, but yeah, it was a bit of a naughty one, wasn't it? But we've come back. We've had a few comments on the video and stuff saying, why did we run away and stuff? I mean, would you run away with shit our pants, you know, like what would you have done, you know? But we've come back and we're going to see if we can get more encounters, and we're going to try our hardest not to run away, and we're going to try and get some kind of footage if anything decides to want to come back or whatever. So we've taken your comments on board, and let's get into it. Guys, let's get this done. Yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm quite excited because well, it's definitely jogged our minds a little bit. Now, Deer in Woods, aka Screaming Woods. Yeah, I wouldn't be camping in it. The old fishing rods. Yeah. That's all fun and games, isn't it? God, they're still stodgy though. Yeah. They're still stodgy. It's fun stodgy, but yeah. I've got a bit better torch, guys, so hopefully we can get some better footage as well. A little bit more power in it.
Their journey deeper into the haunted depths pressed on, until suddenly, without warning, the unthinkable occurred.
You hear it? That noise? I can hear someone walking. Joe, this is creeping me out. Oh, I just heard a knock again. This is shit, Joe! What's that? Shit! What's that? Fucking hell. Fuck that! No, Joe, we got no. The fucking car's over there. Shit! Oh fuck. You're fucking joking, aren't you? Did you see that?
Yeah, there was definitely something there.
I swear, it looked like a person. I don't want to go that way, Joe.
Bewildered by the inexplicable sight, they pressed forward through the darkness, only to discover that the supernatural forces had merely begun their torment.
Shit, what was that? Shit, I can't even see. Shit, people! Fuck off! Not again! We can't do this shit! Every fucking time. We ain't doing this. Which way was it?
A shadowy presence began hunting them through the pitch-black undergrowth. It maintained its distance, lurking just beyond sight. But why? What malevolent purpose drove this silent predator toward the explorers? Terror seized them as they fled, crashing through branches in a desperate escape from the accursed woodland. Naturally, skeptics might cry, performance, a carefully orchestrated deception. Perhaps local thrill seekers prowled these notorious grounds, preying on midnight investigators drawn to this legendary nexus of paranormal activity. But what if the truth runs far deeper than mere human mischief? Join us next time as we uncover evidence that will shatter everything you thought you knew about these haunted woods. Tell us in the comments, do you believe what the Bell explorers witnessed was real or something far more sinister? Or natural forces had merely begun their torment? Out There follows creators Ben and Julie as they venture into Earth's most remote corners, scaling treacherous mountains, traversing isolated islands, and navigating untamed rivers and vast oceans. Their lives embody the ultimate adventure most only dare to imagine. This expedition marks a departure from their usual pursuits. Deep within Mount Hood National Forest, a wilderness shrouded in legend and whispered to harbor North America's most elusive cryptid, they embark on an extraordinary quest. The mission: locate the legendary creature that has captivated imaginations for generations. With only 24 hours to uncover evidence of the Squatch, Ben and Julie have secured the expertise of a seasoned professional Bigfoot hunter. The clock is ticking, the forest holds its secrets close, and the hunt begins.
So how many Bigfoot hunts have you been on so far? This is my first one.
The investigation begins with the first phase of their strategy: the ancient practice of tree knocking.
Squatch is by tree knocking, which is just taking a piece of wood and hitting trees, and it could be like in a pattern, or it's a way of like getting a head count of the area. So we're gonna harvest our own little dead tree here to use as a knocking stick, and then head out and start making some signals. While we're walking through here and hitting, we're also looking for things like, you know, scat. Whoa, definitely looks like a heel. And then strange tree breaks, down trees, things that don't seem natural.
The second phase: summoning the creature through primal vocalizations. The sounds echoed strangely through the forest, crude, almost bovine. Yet against all odds, their primitive techniques may have succeeded. Hours into their trek through the wilderness, something extraordinary occurred.
Do you hear that? Oh my God. That was like a... Whoa, that was so weird. That was so weird. That sounded real.
Well, this tree is kind of moaning, but that was a different sound.
That sounded like a deep, guttural, didn't it? That was wild. That was wild. I think the female.
They retreated to their campsite, hearts racing. What stalked them through those ancient woods? Was it the legendary Bigfoot finally responding to their calls? Perhaps a territorial bear warning intruders to abandon its domain? Or something else entirely lurking in the shadows? The truth remains tantalizingly elusive. While skeptics might argue their vocalizations attracted nothing more than wandering livestock, the mystery endures. The forest keeps its secrets, leaving us to wonder what truly moves through the darkness of Mount Hood National Forest. But this is only the beginning. In our next expedition, we venture deeper into the unknown, where the line between myth and reality grows ever thinner. What we discover next will challenge everything you thought you knew about the wilderness. Share your theories below. What do you believe they encountered in those woods? On April 26, 2025, Omamanu uploaded a chilling video to his new YouTube channel, one that documents one of the most unsettling nights he's ever captured. Known for his fearless solo horror camping trips, Mama often explores deep forests, abandoned villages, and sites steeped in dark legends. But this time, he chose a place locals refuse to enter after sunset. What his camera reveals is beyond disturbing. This location isn't just feared, it's infamous. Villagers speak of voices calling out in the night, mimicking loved ones to lure victims into a nearby graveyard, only for them to find themselves utterly alone among crumbling tombstones. Some claim to have seen pale figures watching from the tree line, vanishing the moment anyone dares approach. Mama pitched his tent at a fork in the road with his motorcycle close by, and CCTV cameras covering multiple angles. As night fell, the atmosphere thickened, and the strange occurrences began, creeping in with a quiet, malevolent presence. From the darkness came sharp clicking sounds, unnatural, unlike the typical creaks of cooling branches. Moments later, faint rustling drifted through the trees surrounding his camp. Mama remained calm, sweeping his flashlight through the woods and speaking aloud to assert his presence, a method he often uses to avoid provoking whatever unseen forces might be watching. Then, without warning, the night escalated.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Astaghfirullah, 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 Astaghfirullah. Oh, Akbar, hey.
Suddenly, the blare of his motorcycle horn pierced the darkness. The bike had been securely locked, with no one in sight, and no wind strong enough to trigger it. As Mama watched, something even more disturbing happened. The handlebars shifted, as if pulled by an unseen force. It wasn't until later, while reviewing the footage, that Mama discovered something far more chilling. one of the cameras captured something truly haunting. A ghostly figure gliding through the frame. Tall and semi-transparent, it didn't walk, but floated, pausing briefly before melting back into the darkness. Its face was formless, a shifting blur in the shape of a person, yet it lingered just long enough to leave no doubt in Mama's mind. It was real. Soon after, the atmosphere grew colder, unnaturally so. The temperature around Mama's tent dropped sharply, and the disturbances escalated. From the direction of the cemetery road came slow, deliberate footsteps, heavy and measured. Mama called out repeatedly, announcing himself and daring whatever was there to show itself. No voice replied, only the sound of footsteps weaving through the trees. Though clearly shaken, Mama held his ground through the night. For someone so seasoned in exploring haunted places, this encounter visibly rattled him. As dawn approached, the activity finally waned, but the air remained thick with dread. The true terror lay not in sudden scares, but in the deliberate manipulation of his environment. The horn blaring on its own, the shifting bike, and that spectral figure caught on film. What do you think really happened out there? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't miss what Mama captured in his next journey. You won't believe what the cameras caught. Some forests inspire awe, while others leave you with questions that linger forever. If any of these encounters sent a chill down your spine, share your thoughts in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe for more horror content from Shadows of the Wild. Until next time, stay safe out there, because you never truly know what's waiting in the woods. That's all we have for today. Stay tuned for more.